The case concerning the disclosure by the ECB of a letter sent by the then President of the European Central Bank, Jean-Claude Trichet, to the Irish Minister at around 2010 in the midst of the serious financial crisis that Ireland faced. 1 year later, one of the Irish journalists asked the ECB to disclose the letter under the rules for access to documents. The ECB refused, and the journalist turned to the Ombudsman. The Ombudsman in 2014 finally inspected and read the letter sent to the Irish government and concluded that at the time the ECB was probably right to have refused to disclose the letter on the grounds of protecting the stability of the Eurozone and take into account the extreme situation under which the Irish economy found itself. However, the Ombudsman concluded that in 2014, given that the Irish economy had now been stabilized and the euro conditions have considerably been improved, the ECB should reflect and release the letter in order to enhance transparency and the trust of the citizens in the workings of the ECB. After long deliberations, the Governing Council of the ECB maintained the initial refusal, citing still the extreme market pressures on the Irish economy as a reason to refuse disclosing the letter. The Ombudsman expressed her big disappointment. She was not convinced by the reply of the ECB and invited the ECB to still reflect whether there is still a possibility to make the letter public. A few months after, in November 2014, the new president of the European Central Bank, Mr. Draghi, informed the European Ombudsman that finally the letter has been disclosed and access was given to the seeker. This was one of the most important cases for 2014 because it showed the pragmatic approach of the European Ombudsman and also the willingness of the European Central Bank to come to terms with a new area of practice, which is access to documents which affect its monetary prerogatives.